I totally screwed this deal up. I had a great opportunity to hang out with two great photographers, content creators, whatever buzzwords people want to use these days. Great dudes. And there was like an air conditioner blowing in the room, and I turned my audio on too high and sound like an idiot. So, bear with me in this video. I apologize. For those of you that have thought about getting into photography or making videos or doing things like that in the waterfowl space, these guys are awesome, great guys, and I got a chance to spend some time with them. So we went down to Honey Break there in Louisiana. It's an awesome place. They do awesome things there, as far as the food and all the things. Some of the things I thought were good was we talked through, what is some advice from these guys about being a working photographer in the space, to working with brands and working with things like that. So this may not be of interest to many of you, but if you've thought about it, here's some advice from these guys. So let's check it out.
Share my work.
Right.
No? Agree with that?
I concur. I concur.
This is the only way to do it.
What's up? I just got out of the shower and I'm making it real awkward for these guys. Totally awkward.
Yeah, just got out of the shower. That's feeling fresh.
No, but I'm clothed. Okay, clothed, got shorts on, everything's good. But these freaking road dogs.
We don't take showers.
Yeah. Wade's good for a truck stop shower. At least one in your local pilot, Flying J.
Good old hooker bath.
No shower in the rain.
And Andrew showers in the rain.
I need a good storm to roll in.
It ain't rained in a while.
And we're in a drought. So what's up? Really cool thing. I was fortunate enough to get hired to come work here at Honey Break. So we're here with Honey Break, shooting some stuff. I'll be doing the video. My man Wade Shoemaker over there is going to be doing some photo. And then the regular, Mr. Andrew Klatt. I highly recommend you guys go follow them. So what I wanted to do in this video, per se, was give you guys some tips or thoughts, really, from these guys, because they're two guys that I really look up to, that I find inspiration from, but give you guys some ideas from these guys' point of view who are working photographers and videographers in the outdoor space. Because as you know, with social media, everything's kind of going that direction, and a lot of people, and these guys can attest to it, they get questions all the time, but what camera should I buy, or what should I do? So that's really what we're going to unpack today. So let's get into it. All right, so Wade, you're an active photographer in the waterfowl space and other things. What would be, if you had to do all of this over, what would your approach be now, knowing what you know now, than it was previously?
Ooh.
For the audience, please.
That's tough. I don't know. I think I would, because I started different than a lot of people, because I went the outfitter route first, then the brand stuff kind of come along. But I think for me, I would be really careful who I affiliate with.
From a brand standpoint,
from a
outfitter?
brand standpoint.
Okay,
and outfitter, but really brand standpoint, because who you affiliate with from a brand standpoint is the label you put on yourself. I think that makes a lot of sense. And,
so, for example, we were talking today, and you said you were doing some work for a brand,
yeah.
and that particular brand said, wait a minute, we don't want to hire this guy because he is a SITKA guy, for example.
Yeah.
something like that. Just because you wear Sitka doesn't make you a Sitka guy.
Yeah, no.
Now, for those of you that don't know, Wade, super cool fun fact, was one of the photographers that won one of the Sitka Diverge series for Waterfowl.
And he was the OG driving the van.
Oh, yeah.
He was the OG van
just found
driver.
He wa-
That comes first. Then he,
One of the original drivers for the Yeti Run and Gun Tour. Now, I know Wade he does a bunch of stuff with Rig'em, right?
Yeah, that's where that come from mostly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so be careful to the brands that you affiliate yourself with. So how would somebody that wants to do what you guys do, Andrew, this is for you too.
Yeah.
What would you guys do to differently to get where you are today? Or what are some things that you think people should know about how to get to where you're at? I know it takes a ton of work. You have to be likable. You have to do good work. You have to do what you say you're going to do. You have to show up on time. But
I think one thing that I've told people before is, like, when I started, I found, like, I looked through Instagram pages and I'd be like, man, I like this dude's stuff or this guy's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one dude, it was Leach Hopes, and he was the favorite, of all. So, like, when I started shooting, everything that I shot, I tried to shoot it just like Lee. And that was cool. I mean, go for that if you want to. But I think if I could do it over, I would have picked like 5 guys like Lee and tried to combine, like, blend the work instead of just like copying one guy's work or try to copy one guy's work. Like, take 5 that you like and make your own, collaborative version of that work. So then you've got, like, you've got your style instead of just somebody else's style in a lesser version.
right, and because Wade, I'm coming to you next. That's what art is. We rip off each other's ideas. You listen to music. You listen to musicians. They were influenced by the Beatles.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And so we're finding the same inspiration.
Yeah.
Just kind of
like using
things we
ideas
like.
that somebody else has done before you. That's not always frowned upon.
No.
If you're going to put your own spin on it, in some way. So that's a plus and a negative of social media now. Like, there's a lot of guys out there that are probably making a living off of straight ripping off somebody else's work, but there's a lot of guys out there that see a cool post or print or something in a magazine and they're like, dude, I like that, but I want to try it this way with this lens and this guy and this product. And that's inspiration. Like, there's nothing wrong with looking at something and being like, I want to do it, but my way. I think that's cool. Like, there's too many photos out there to just be like, everything I shoot ever is going to be 100% original. There's no way. Not in this day and age. You might get one every once in a while, but you can't just go shoot every single day and every photo you get's original. There's just no way. So just, I don't know, make it yours. That'd be my thing.
Cool.
That's good.
How about you, Wade?
No, I'm along the same lines.
Andrew's over here preaching.
I think at the end of the day, if you can't be yourself, I think originality is not the goal anymore. I think authenticity is the goal now.
Yeah.
And if you can't be authentic, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Okay, so authenticity is kind of a buzzword.
Yeah.
Unpack what that means to you.
So for me, authenticity is like, is it your personality? Is it who you are? Is it how you feel when you take that photo? Are you taking photos based off of, like, oh, this person did this and it looked cool, so I'm going to do it? Or are you taking photos based off of, hey man, that looks good through my viewfinder? I'll tell you, you mentioned the Diverge thing a second ago, and for me, that's what really kind of got me into the photography side. Was when I first saw Diverge, they made a comment, or the rule was, or how they judged the contest was photos that moved you emotionally, right? Like, so for me, when I photograph, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking for, is if I can take this photo and it emotionally punches me in the gut, then I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And if I'm trying to copy somebody, if as talented as Andrew is, like, I'm not trying to do Andrew, but if I go try to do Andrew, those photos will never punch me in the gut, because I'm like, oh, I've seen it before. But if I can just be authentic and be true to myself, then I'll take those photos that reflect who I am as a person and a photographer at the same time.
For sure. No doubt. Authenticity is
authenticity is the word of the day. And since I'm not authentic, I wrote these guys into this video. And you're freaking welcome. See you guys in the next one.